Hey, how are you? My name is Schapiro Kalu, CEO and co-founder of Connected LLC.
I am Michael Kalu. I am CTO and co-founder of Connected LLC.
Connected is a student professional network that connects middle school to college students with educational and professional development resources, as well as a Q&A platform that allows students to get questions answered by professionals.
We here at the Connected LLC, we want to foster a new era of resources, how students find resources and how they utilize it. A lot of resources as far as like financial aid go unutilized because of the lack of awareness, and a lot of resources go untapped and because of lack of awareness. And so what we want to do to the world, and kind of start with Baltimore City since it's our home city, is increase that awareness, increase the literacy for students here. And we can do that through our mobile and web platform that allows students to find these resources that were even hard for us to find. So we know how it will be difficult for them to find as well. And so we were able to kind of compile all the necessary resources, as he stated, that will help with development, personal development, health and wellness, and entrepreneurship, into a nice platform that will allow you to find what you need and to be able to develop your career path to better fit your needs.
Absolutely. Connected, in addition to that, Connected provides additional resources as far as personal development. So allow students to find access to health and wellness, financial literacy, mental health, as far as entrepreneurship as well. So it's a lot of resources on the platform, and it's very accessible. So it's a few clicks away, and students don't have to go searching, looking for resources that are already on the platform. So it's a one-stop shop, as well as connecting students to the mentorships on our platform, and connects them to professionals in their fields and allows professionals to answer their questions directly on the platform without having to go outside searching for information that it's very hard to find.
Yeah, greatly for me and him particularly, and the members of our team. We were majority born and raised in Baltimore City, and growing up in poverty in neighborhoods that are lowly funded and lack of resources, it kind of impacted our lives and kind of changed the course of how we saw information and found information to kind of better ourselves in careers. So we struggled coming up and growing up, going to different schools and things like that. And so we saw that it was a need, as I come back home and visit and see my nephews and nieces, we saw there was a need. And so it was a direct passion for me in particular to say, I want to do something about this issue that's in cities like Baltimore and Detroit and Chicago, and kind of alleviate this pain that these students are going through with no direction, guidance, and resources. And so that's kind of where I was at when I thought about it. And Schapiro was in a similar situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Growing up in Baltimore City, you understand that the school system sometimes isn't catered to really help students learn as much as they should. And doesn't provide enough resources, or there's not enough resources available for students. So, you always hear this phrase, if I would have knew this 5 years ago or 10 years ago, this would have really put me on the right course. So what we want to do is alleviate that situation and provide some mitigation strategy, which is our platform, to give students access at an early on age and say, hey, listen, there's a platform that allows you to have access to these resources. So therefore, there's no excuse of why you can't find financial aid, why you can't find a particular job, why you can't self-develop yourself on a platform and give you access to resources to start your own business at an early age. So when seeing all those needs not being addressed in Baltimore City, we say we have to find a way to create something that addresses these needs. And this is how Connected is kind of formed. We have digital mentors. So innovators like Elon Musk or Eric Thomas, but I think more so my mother, for me personally, my mother and my father, just because they work truly, really, really hard to kind of raise us and take us to the next level. And they always say, never quit, continue to work hard every day. So that inspiration, everyone says your mom and dad, but for us, for me personally, for my brother, we know that our parents instilled things in us that other individuals didn't have the opportunity. And so growing up, you understand the influence that they had on you. So that really, really impacted my life as well as my brother's life. So they really helped kind of steer us in the right direction and allowed us to kind of pursue our passions.
Definitely, yeah. To touch on what you said, like digital mentors, I do have a few that kind of keep pushing me, but I think what drives me to wake up in the mornings and what drives me to keep pushing in my vision as far as entrepreneurship is concerned is my mom. I love my dad equally, but I think it's something about my mother that kind of, just gives me this burning drive to like get things done.
Yeah.
Because she makes so many sacrifices, working 3-4 jobs, and she wakes up every morning to bring the food home so we can all eat. So it's like knowing that and seeing her working that hard inspires me to say, if she can do it, I can definitely do it. Absolutely. I can definitely do it 10 times fold,
Absolutely.
So that's kind of like where I think we share that same kind of passion.
For me personally, a magic wand, I would want to provide education to everyone, because knowledge is power, essentially, right? There's so many ways that you could try to fix something and try to make it permanent, but I believe having education, being educated, giving everyone the ability to educate themselves, because a lot of students are not learning. And so with that knowledge, students can now create, children can now create something, be innovative. And you can't be innovative if you don't have that knowledge. So giving students the ability to learn more, I think it can really change Baltimore. You can have a magic wand to fix, the bridges or more stores and bring things in more shops. But if you don't have the education to do that, to even think about doing that, then it won't get done. It won't be a permanent solution. So education is a permanent solution. You come up with new ideas, you're more creative. So to me, I think giving everyone the ability to be educated is the way to change Baltimore.
To piggyback off what he said, because it's similar, it's that famous quote where it says, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day, but you teach a man a fish, he eats for a lifetime. And I think that's the most important part of life, because it's like, the awareness and education will foster not only your life, but the generations to come after you, to leave a better, stronger legacy here in Baltimore. So, I guess my magic wand would be like, an abundance of resources for Baltimore City schools, not just the private ones, the charter schools, all schools, teaching staff, that these kids are more aware, they're taught properly, they have the resources to strive and be great, because you can't spoon feed these kids, you can't give these handouts, you have to teach them and have them dream. One quote that I remember is, you can't dream if you're surviving. And I kind of want to figure out what, on side of teaching is a way we can get these kids to be in a good, I guess, more economic status so that they can have the ability to be creative and dream.
I believe community involvement and empowerment. And when I say that, I mean having the police and the citizens of Baltimore being able to connect with each other. Create environments where there's a collaboration of the citizens as well as the police, right? You want to make something safer, and then identifying the issues, right? So you have the community involvement, and you find ways to identify issues, because in order to fix a problem, you have to identify, right? There's so many different problems, but let's identify the root cause of the issue, and then come up with several solutions for that, and then implement those solutions. I think that, that's a very key way to kind of make things take place. Being accepted as a Warnock Fellow is very essential to us personally, as well as connected. Just being a part of the organization that really wants to make change in Baltimore is essential, because we want to make change in Baltimore. And in addition to being a fellow, it allows us to connect with other like-minded individuals, other entrepreneurs. We've met several entrepreneurs within the fellowship already, and just being able to make great connections and then see everyone so passionate about making change in Baltimore is powerful. It's an empowerment. And I think the fellowship allows us just to continue to outreach to certain youth, and that's the impact we want to make. And so being a part of the fellowship kind of creates this environment that allows our team to grow, as well as make a significant impact in Baltimore through our platform. And I know just connecting with Mr. Warnock and the rest of the team and just establishing those strong connections, we can definitely make change.
My Be More, I guess to me, represents a personal connection to what I call my home. Baltimore is somewhere where I raised and prowled around the east, west side, south side, harbor. I put all the buses around Canton, downtown, you know what I'm saying? I've been highly connected with the city, experiencing everything. It's just a personal connection, because a lot of people I talk to, they have their perspectives and stigma on the city, And no matter how bad or how high in violence Baltimore is, I still feel like it's home for me. I can never disown it. I can never, be like, man, I can never be like I was supposed to move to the West Coast. I'm like, I can't really leave my hometown. You know what I'm saying? It's just some connection, which is weird, that keeps me drawn to Baltimore. It's a great city to me, and that's what it kind of feels like, a hometown for me.
Baltimore for me, the Ravens, the Orioles. I mean, the city, the chicken boxes. I mean, Stone Cold's, you know what I'm saying? Like, downtown, the harbor, the fireworks. You name it. There's a plethora of things that resonate with me from Baltimore. Just growing up in Baltimore City. I mean, I think the struggles that I've experienced and we've actually experienced in the city, and just being able to grow from it, allows us to know that anybody can make it out. And then when you make it, then you come back and you make change. Right. And that's what Baltimore means to me. I can never not call Baltimore home. It's where we grew up from. It's everything that we acknowledge. It's who we are. It's how we talk. When we leave somewhere, they always have this phrase, how you say to or this. Like, that's who you are. It's embedded in you. It's embedded in you. Definitely. So because of that, you can never trade Baltimore for anything. You can only try to make it better. And so when you see the struggles and things happen by Baltimore, you're like, what can I do to make a change? And so I'm like, okay, well, that's why I'm here now. My Baltimore means to me making a change from the city I grew up to see it better. I have a hashtag, I would say, for the company is connected. I mean, that's who we are. I mean, we're connected with the K-I-N-E-C-T. Yeah, connected. I mean, the reason why is because the whole goal about our platform in Baltimore itself is being connected. I mean, that's what it's really about. People use that term all the time. Hey, man, let's link up, let's connect. Yeah, okay. So we've created the platform where students connect with other students and professionals.
The difference is that within our name, connected, K-I-N-N, the kin, the prefix is used from, like, the definition of family and friends, of being kin. And so, like, looking at Baltimore as like a community of people that are connected as family and friends that, we can help share and grow with each other. So I think connected would be a good hashtag for us. I mean, also our slogan is connect and charge your mind. Yeah. So maybe something from that slogan we can also use to create one or two different hashtags, from that. Yeah. So,
but definitely connected. Hashtag connected.
Oh, definitely. Connected, definitely. Connected app.
Connected LLC.
I don't know, that's tough.
But connected though.
But connected or connected app or charge your mind and grow. Something like that.
Yeah.
Charge your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it. Connect and charge your mind.
Connect and charge your mind. Thank you for accepting the Connected team as a part of being the Warnock Fellows. We greatly appreciate it. I believe that by being selected, you see something in us and you really want us to make a change. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been selected. So we are gratefully appreciative of being selected and believing that we can make change in Baltimore City and even out of the city into other places with our platform. We're greatly appreciative of that.
Thank you, yeah. I'm actually grateful that you guys felt our passion when we pitched to you guys and was able to see our drive in our character. And so we're really grateful for that opportunity to be able to connect with you guys and grow. So thank you again, and connected.
Absolutely. We look forward to working with you guys, growing out this summer and this fall. So we look forward to making change.
Definitely. Connect and charge your mind.
Connect and charge your mind.